next meditation we're going to get into, I only have a little talk about what I want to talk about for this next meditation, and that's one we've done before, and that was the idea of imagination expansion. Okay, so we talked about the idea of sinking into your imagination, visualizing something in which you want to manifest, whatever that may be, using your imagination to be able to visualize this and expand it, right? So this is something that, our beautiful Western society has taught us that imagination is not something that we can kind of base with any validity, right? Imagination is kind of wishy-washy. Imagination is not a part of reality. However, anyone who's ever been able to achieve anything outside of the reality in which they're living now, so pretty much everybody, has had to use their imagination in some sense, right? If you want to go somewhere, if you want to go hang out with a friend, what are you doing? You may not be totally imagining or visualizing it, but the imagination is going, right, on a very small scale. So your ability to imagine something much greater is not much different than that. It's just your ability to expand this imagination and understand what your reality really could be. So the topic in which I think was, or the principle which I think was the most applicable to this idea, is the idea of abundance. Right? We talk about abundance almost all the time. And what is abundance? But I mean, I posted a status, I think today or yesterday, about, I said something along the lines of like, cows don't worry about new blades of grass growing so they can eat. Whales don't worry about new like ponds of water, or I guess they're not in ponds, but they're in oceans of water to swim in. We don't even worry about more air to breathe because we know it's abundant. However, we are so worried about money, resources, friends, love, all of these things in which we wanted to manifest, but for some reason, these are the things in which we have a scarcity mindset over. And of course, it's instilled through our society where things are very scarce, which they're not, but they try to kind of instill this mindset. Everything is scarce, it's me versus you, competition versus competition, country versus country. So you gotta get yours, and I gotta get mine, and you gotta get yours. And if one of us doesn't get that, then we're probably gonna die, right? This scarcity-based mindset. So of course, your imagination is going to be completely connected with this idea. So if you kind of start to begin to switch this mindset and realize, I mean, I did a calculation a couple months ago and I calculated, okay, how much money is there in the world? It's like 113 trillion or something ridiculous. You divide that by 7 billion, if there's even 7 billion on the planet, and you get 1.5 million people, $1.5 million per person, right? Does that not seem weird to you? There seems to be such a scarce amount of money. Yes, there may be certain people that have a lot of it. But why is it that we feel that it's so out of our grasp, right? We're born in certain genetics, we're born in a certain family, we're born in a certain situation, which we feel we have no power to get out of. However, abundance or money, anything in which you desire is really just a form of energy, as quantum physics is quickly proving. So when you get into this mindset that abundance is only your ability to kind of match yourself with this kind of idea of abundance, if I feel like I'm abundant, if I feel like I'm deserving of some sort of thing in my life, right? When we do this exercise and we visualize something, it's not the ability just to visualize it. You have to feel as if it's already reality now. This is this whole law of attraction BS that goes around, right? If I just think about it, it's going to come, right? But I think about it and I know I can't get it. I know I don't have it now. I know I still want it. These are the things in which are not going to manifest anything. Because you need to remember, everything is in this moment. So in this moment, if you're visualizing what you want, but every single doubt is in your head, every single feeling of lack, you're saying, I want this because I don't have it now. Well, when tomorrow comes, you're going to still be in the now, and you're going to be thinking the exact same thing. So when we do this exercise, the power in this exercise is not just to visualize it. It's to grasp the feeling of abundance, love, compassion, loyalty, whatever these main principles in which you want to feel, and reminding yourself of this feeling almost on a consistent basis, like all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. Because what you'll realize is the money you're visualizing, the friends, the house, the car, is actually not what you probably want to some degree. I mean, it may be, and it may manifest, but it's really that feeling. It's that feeling that you want. That little taste of bliss, of happiness, of love, whatever that is. That's what you want. And then, when you get that, all of the things in which you really desire kind of just manifest themselves. And you won't actually trying to like manipulate how I want to get this, how I want to get that, how I want to get this. This is true law of attraction, if you want to talk about that. It's feeling that feeling, right? And then from that, action ensues. So if you feel this feeling, you want to match it with action, because all of your actions will be in line with whatever emotion you're feeling. It's like practical simplicity. So we're going to get into this next meditation. And we've done this before, so I'll explain it one time again. Getting into a calm state, getting to a place where we can actually start to expand our imagination and visualization techniques. So in the beginning, once again, it's about the intention. So whatever it is that you're looking to kind of manifest, whatever it is in which you want in your life, whatever it is you're working on, whatever projects, whatever that is, you're visualizing in the context of it being reality now. So what would you be sensing, right? So what would you be seeing? What would you be feeling? What would you be smelling? What would you be feeling? Who would be around you? These type of key things in which you need to make it more of a reality for your mind. One little tip, one little story that I want to actually bring out is I'm reading a book called Flow. And it was talking about this idea of flow being presence, like getting into that deep state of presence. And they were talking about prison mates, or people who were in extermination camps, or people who were in the worst of the worst, and how they were able to still get in this state of flow. And almost every example came from some sort of imagining or pretending or visualization of something that wasn't the reality now. So you had all these prison mates every day going on this story, and they continued the story every single day, almost like they were writing a book. And they were actually in complete happiness because they were just in their minds a little bit. Another one who actually got out of prison and then he went and he was hitting golf like I don't know, who's a good golf player? Tiger Woods. Maybe a bad example, but Tiger Woods, right? Hitting, and he was actually really good because every single day he was visualizing himself do it over and over and over, and your mind cannot tell the difference. Science has already proven this. So, small examples, but this is the same idea. If you're able to do this while still live your reality and not just, well, hopefully you're not in a prison cell, but making sure that you're living and acting upon this, this is what's going to manifest whatever it is in which you really want. Okay? So we're going to get into that next meditation. It's not going to be too long because the process of this is to grasp that feeling and then instantly let go of it. Instantly let go of it. Because the idea, like I said, is not to actually manipulate or determine how exactly you want it to manifest, but it's to understand the feeling, let go of the vision, but keep the feeling. Cool? So let's get into that.